So our CEO is in court, the ratings are at an all-time low, and the fans are leaving the sport faster than the speeds going into Turn 1 in Michigan. At least it can't possibly get any worse. Right? It hurts being a race fan sometimes. It physically makes you want to break things. I can't believe it. Okay, I can totally believe it, but I can't believe it. Who likes this again? Who's asking for this again? Did NASCAR Twitter, did they look at Twitter the day after the race and were like, well, I guess we'll just make broad sweeping changes to the product? I mean, do they pay attention to Twitter after any other fucking race is my question. I was so excited, okay? I was so excited. Nashville might come back. Rockingham might come back. There's so many different tracks that we're taking a look at. There's people talking about, why don't we go to Montreal again? How does that sound? I think that sounds good. That sounds like it'll accomplish something. No. Not even before the Roval has happened. Like, at least do the Roval, and then if it's good, which I bet it will be for all the wrong reasons, but if it's good, why don't we take a look at other intermediate tracks that have road courses attached to them, built in, and all that good stuff, right? No, before then, before we even consider the results, before we even see early data for the Roval, we're just gonna be like, you know what? Remember how, okay, people really like plate racing. We can't go to Daytona and Talladega every week. That's where you're wrong. That's where you're wrong. Why isn't there any pushback from the teams? Why? They know what's gonna happen if they make every race a plate race. Oh, please send all of your prayers to the fabrication shops and body shops and basically anyone who has to turn a wrench on one of these cars. Pray for them, because there are going to be so many destroyed race cars next year. It's not even funny. Is this supposed to help the small teams? Like, it might make them a bit more competitive, but when you're taking a destroyed race car back to the shop every single week, you're not putting that prize money into the car. You're putting that into the performance. You're putting it into the repair bill. Not like teams get paid any prize money anyway. All that goes straight to the pockets of Bruton Smith. Goodness, good God almighty, I swear I will be done with this shit. I'm always gonna watch trucks as long as Corbin's in it, but if the Cup Series wants to pretend like it's the Truck Series, be my guest, but I'm watching none of that. I'll be having none of that shit. Is it any wonder that like guys like Carl Edwards and Casey Kane are running as far away from the sport as possible? How can you imagine like the stress that these drivers must go through whenever they go to a place like Daytona or Talladega? Imagine having to feel that stress 36 times in a season. Like, Why? Why must you do this? Why must we continue to fabricate drama? Isn't the chase enough? This is a rumor coming from Brett Griffin, who is notoriously a shit stirrer and should have the public perception of Jim Utter at this point. But the fact that it's even being mentioned, the fact that this is even being considered, stop! stop! I have no confidence in NASCAR's ability to do anything right anymore. I never had any to begin with, but now this just solidifies it. So, bring it the fuck on, NASCAR. I can tell you that. I can tell you one thing. I won't be around to watch it, but if you want to make every race fucking Daytona, let's not forget about the fact that Daytona and Talladega have sucked ass. Shush. Let's not forget about the fact that Daytona and Talladega have sucked ass since 2013. No, let's just make... Who needs tandem drifting, am I right?